Hi guys, this is Saad Qureshi. I hope you are doing well. In this lecture, we'll talk about Power Query Editor and we'll do some data transformations in Power Query Editor. But before that, I would request you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the like button and share your feedback in the form of comments. So now let's start the lecture. Hi guys, in this section we are going to load the dataset in Power BI, but before loading we will do some transformations. Let me first show you the dataset which we'll use. We'll use the sales dataset. So it has different columns like product ID, product name, segment. So if you look at the category and subcategory, this column, it has category as well as the subcategory as well. Okay, we are going to split these two columns. Then we have column region country. We want to split this column to region and country. Then we have the shipping date. We will get the year from the shipping date. Okay, then we will remove the first row from my data set. Also we are going to remove the duplicates. So now let's just look how I'm going to import this data set in Power BI. Just don't save and let me just open the Power BI desktop. Import. In order to import the Excel file, click Excel workbook. Okay, all files, click the HR sales dataset. Okay, so this is the dataset that we are going to load, but before loading this dataset I want to transform this dataset. So I'm going to transform this dataset using Power Query Editor. So Power Query Editor has variety of different data transformation options that I can use to transform this dataset. Look, this is the window of Power Query Editor. So first what I want to remove the first row from my data set. How I'm going to do it? I'm going to select this, okay, and I'm going to go to remove rows and remove top rows. So I want to remove the first row from my data set, which is this one, which I don't want. Number of rows, how many rows? I want the first row, only the first row I want to remove. Click OK. Now I want to make the first row my column, my header. Okay, now how I'm going to do it? I'll use this functionality. Use first row as header. Yes, I want, this is my first row, I want this row to be my header. So I'll click this option, first row as header. Okay, this will automatically make the first row as my header. Okay, whatever the changes that you are going to do, it will appear here. Okay, now next I'm going to remove duplicates from my data set. So I'll use remove rows. So I have variety of different options like remove bottom rows, remove duplicates, remove blank rows, remove errors. So I want to remove duplicates. So this will remove duplicates from my data set, whatever duplicate values I have in my data set. I'm talking about complete row. Okay, now let me see different data types. So look, product name has default data type text. Look, the top one, this top one is showing the data type. So look, where is the text? This text data type. Okay, default data type. Product ID has the data type whole number. Look, this is the data type whole number. Okay, now if you look at the shipping date, I want year from my shipping date. How I am going to do it? I will select this column and then I will go to the custom, add custom column, and I'll make a formula. I want shipping year and date dot year. I'll use date dot year and inside this date dot year I will specify the column. Which column? I will specify the shipping date. Now select the shipping date and insert the shipping date column. Okay, now click OK. Shipping year. Now look at the data type. So the data type is going to be the whole number. Now let me just drag this data type to, drag this column to right after the shipping date. Shipping year is going to be right after shipping date. Okay, So if you look at this column, category, subcategory, I have category as well as the subcategory. Okay. So I want to split this column into category and subcategory. So for that, I'm going to use the split column method. So I'll split on the basis of delimiter. So in this case, the delimiter value is semicolon. Okay. So these are different options. You can also specify the custom delimiter value. So right now, since I have the option of semicolon, so I'm going to specify the semicolon. Split at leftmost, since I have only one semicolon, I can also select this option. Also, I can select this option. These both options, these perhaps all these three options will work. Okay. Now let me just select the first option. Okay, it will split on the basis of semicolon. I have the category and the subcategory column. Now this will become the category and this will become the subcategory. Let me just rename the column, and this is how you're going to rename the column. And if you look at the data type is text. Okay, data type is text. Now I'm going to do it for region and country. Now the first value is region, and after space this value is country. So now let me just split the column by delimiter. This time around I'm going to give the delimiter to space and leftmost space. Okay, this is going to make into region, and let me just rename it. This will become region and this will become the country. This will become country. Okay. Now if I look at another column, country column, in my country column I have values like United States and USA. I want United States to be USA. Okay, so for that I'll select the column and I'll right click and I'll use the replace value function. I'll replace United States to USA. Go to the advanced option, match entire cell content. So it will replace the United States value to USA. Now, okay, it has been replaced. Now let me just check. All values have been replaced to USA. Now I have only a single value, USA. Okay. Now this is done and dusted. Now I'm going to analyze my data set. Let me just go to the view section. If I go to the view section, I have these three options. Let me first look at the first option, column distribution. Column distribution is going to tell me how many values are unique. 100% values are unique, 100% values are distinct. Okay, this will tell me this information. Now let's look at the segment column. If you look at the segment column, I have three distinct values: consumer, home office, and this one. Okay, but all these three values are not unique. All these three values are repeating. Okay, they are not unique. Now let me just check the category column. If I look at the category column, in the category column I have these three values: furniture, office supplies, technology. All these three values are not unique. Okay, this option is going to tell me this thing. Now let me just look at the column quality. If I look at the column quality, it will tell me how many values are valid, how many values are error, empty, etc. All values are valid 100%. There is no value which is error or empty. Okay, all values are fine, absolutely fine. Now if I look at the third option, column profile, look, it will tell me the count, error, empty, distinct, unique, min, max value, etc. Min and max value, let me just check it for units sold. Min and max value, min value is 1, maximum value is 99, average value is this. Okay, this will tell me this information. Now the data set is ready to load in Power BI. Now these are the changes that I want to apply on this data set. Now in order to make these changes on this data set, what I will do, I will go here and I will click this option. The moment I click this option, all these changes will be applied on this data set and the Power Query window will be closed. Okay, this is what I want. Just click this option. and look, all the changes have been applied and the data set is loaded in the form of table. On my right I have the data. Okay, if I want to see the table view of this data, I can go here and see the table view. Okay, this is going to show me in the form of tables. Look, this is my complete data set after performing the data transformations using Power Query Editor. This one is the report view where I will create visualizations. This one is the hierarchy view. Okay, now